In the last several months, cyber attacks have occurred more frequently and have been carried higher risk in many countries all over the world. As a result, a number of countries have started implementing measures to better protect their cyberspace, including issuing new cybersecurity laws, raising people and enterprise awareness, and working with technology companies to detect and prevent cyber attacks. These efforts have reinforced the importance of stricter cybersecurity laws around the world during the Industrial Revolution 4.0.
Last June, the personal information of 1.5 million patients, including Singaporean Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong, was stolen in Singapore's worst cyber attack aimed at the country's medical data. After the incident, Singapore began implementing significant measures to deal with this issue, including removing unnecessary external connections with unsecured networks. As more terrorist groups have been forming online, the European Union proposed renewed legislation in September, which required Google, Facebook, Twitter, and other internet companies to remove extremist content in 1 hour. In the United States last September, U.S. Congress required executives of Facebook and Twitter to testify regarding disinformation and interference in the U.S. elections. To face cyber attacks that have been occurring more frequently and seriously, many countries are implementing measures to protect their cyberspace and their citizens' information.
Singapore has a Cybersecurity Act. The Act provides several key factors. One is that it places a requirement for all the critical information infrastructure sectors to report whenever there's a cybersecurity incident. The second is it authorizes the cybersecurity agency to investigate when an incident has taken place. There was a widespread support for the implementation of this law.
The laws that have been passed are very unique to that country. It would be very difficult to take our laws and apply them to Singapore, or to take Australia's laws and apply it to the Netherlands. But everybody at the end of the day still wants their private data kept private. They want their infrastructure to be secure, and they don't want hackers and criminal organizations or other nation states. Look, nations spy upon each other.
Governments have required technology companies to cooperate to prevent cyber attacks. This is one of the cybersecurity regulations in Australia, Singapore, and Vietnam.
As per the example of Australia cybersecurity law, data mandatory and companies have under 72 hours to actually, as well as with the GDPR law, to notify of a data breach. This can be very beneficial not only for the companies but as well for the countries.
According to international experts, strengthening cybersecurity not only helps protect citizens and nations, but also mutual economic cooperation among nations.
What you're seeing with Vietnam as well too is as that starts to become a hub of innovation, of a lot of outsourcing is being done at Vietnam. There's a lot of great projects, a lot of smart people there who are building and writing software. Well, you naturally now have to start having better cybersecurity laws. Why? Because now you're protecting your economy. The law is also designed to protect the economy for the amount of money that's coming into Vietnam from other countries like the United States, Canada.
Experts have also said that apart from governments and technology companies, Internet users themselves must also take responsibility in preventing cyber attacks, especially in countries with rapid Internet development and a high number of Internet users.
Coming up next,